Hello, can you hear my voice clearly? Our training session will start at 2:13 p.m. Beijing time, so please wait a moment.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for attending and welcome to our training session. I'm today's training teacher He Junxia from DOBOT Corporation Technician Support Center. Today, I will introduce how to use and operate DOBOT machine to achieve various functions and hope you can learn a lot in our training session. So in today's training session, I will introduce a 3D printing, a laser engraving, writing and drawing, conveyor belt kit, and sliding wheel kit. So at the first, I will introduce a 3D printing. This video is about 3D printing instruction, how to prepare materials, install and use software, and etc. But the software of this video is the old version named DOBOT Studio. But now we combine the functions of DOBOT Studio and DOBOT block into DOBOT Lab. So DOBOT merging has multiple functions can be realized through DOBOT Lab. And I recommend you to use DOBOT Lab. So in today's training session, I only introduce DOBOT Lab software in this PowerPoint and the demo video later. So today I will skip this video, but you can play it after this training session. Okay, so next, I will introduce more details about 3D printing. Here are some materials you need to prepare before start. So the 3D printing kit contains a hot end, the PTFE tube and the extruder, motor cable, filament, and a filament holder. And this is the 3D printing process in this picture. So when we start, at first, we need to install a 3D printing kit and then buy firmware. And next is to start 3D printing and end. Okay, next, I will show you how to install a 3D printing kit. Please look at this picture. So at first, we should press down the lever on the extruder and push down the filament to the bottom of the hole by the pulley. And next is to collect the end of the PTFE tube to the hot end and push it down to the bottom of the hot end, and then collect the another end to the extruder. And step 3 is to insert the filament into the PTFE tube and push it down to the bottom of the hot end, and then to fix the hot end on the machine with clamp fixing screw. And the next is to insert the heating cable to the interface 4 on the foam arm, and the 5 cable to the interface 5, and the thermistor cable to interface 6. Okay, and next, we need to connect the extruder to the step 1 interface on the back of the base with motor cable, and next to place the filament and the extruder to the filament holder. Okay, and next, I will show you how to operate the DOBOT Lab software. This is the main page of the DOBOT Lab. And in this page, users can click this one, the 3D printing lab. And when you enter the 3D printing lab, it will show the following pop-up windows. So at first, if you haven't burned the 3D print firmware, you need to click on burn and then to select the device and the board on firmware upgrade page and to collect this one. And after selecting the firmware type, to click Start Upgrading. But if the 3D printifier has been burnt, you can directly open the 3D printing software to use it. So on the other hand, you need to open the Repetier host and set the printing parameters. So the setting parameters only used to be set for the first time. So we can click the printer settings on this page in this button. And then you can set the parameters in the following red box. And so the another parameters are set by default. So when you finish setting the parameters, you need to click Apply and turn to the printer page. In this page, you need to unselect the options which are disable a motor after job working and go to the park precision after job working, and the printer has CD card. So next to click Apply and go to the extruder. In this page, you just need to set the diameter and then click Apply. The next is the printer shape page. You can set the printer type such as the XYZ axis and the print radius, height. And when you finish setting the all parameters, you need to click Apply and OK. And after setting all parameters, let's go back to this the repeater host page. So in this page, we need to collect this one to the machine. And after the collection is successful, the current temperature will be shown in this area. So before printing, you need to test the extruder to check whether the melted filament flows from the nozzle of the extruder. And the temperature of the extruder should be above 117 degrees, and the machine will not start 3D printing until the filament is in the melted state. So you need to hold the extruder first. The next, I will introduce how to at the extruder. So the step one, we set the heating temperature to 200 degrees Celsius in this one, and then to click this button. So step two is to click extruder feeder when the heating temperature is up to 200 degrees and feed up to the 10 millimeters to 30 millimeters. If the melted filament flows from the nozzle of the extruder is working properly. Okay, and next, you need to adjust the printing space and get the printing coordinates. So there are two ways to get the printing coordinates. The first one is to press and unlock key on forearm and drag the DOBOT machine to make the printing head contents the first surface of the masking paper, and then to release the unlock key. So at the next, we need to input command M415 on the G-code command window and press enter to get the current coordinates. And second two, you can also press the key button on the back of the base to get the current coordinate. But if you can't find the G-code command window, you can click this the green one named the Easy to close the Easy mode, and the Easy changes from the green to red, indicating successful closure. Okay, and then we need to click the load to import the prepared 3D printing models you saved in your local file. And then you can change the model size. For example, you can center, zoom, or rotate the models on this object placement page. And next, we can set the slicing parameters and slice up. So we can need to set this by click the configuration. So when we enter the configuration page, you can see this page and set the slicing parameters. Okay, and to save the printing settings, filament settings, and the printer settings tab, and then after importing the configuration sample. Okay, next, we just need to click slice with size 3R on slicer table in this one to complete the slicing. Okay, and then to click start print on this page to start the 3D print work. Okay, next, I will show you a demo video about the 3D printing. Okay, here are some materials for the printing kits when you start to the 3D printing. Okay, so at first we should push down this one, push down the filament and to the bottom of the here where the pulley. Okay, and then to collect this the white one, this is the PDF tube, so we need to collect the PDF tube to the hot end. And push down to the butter or the hot end and collect another one to the extruder. Okay, next we are about to fix the hot end on the merging with the clamping fixing screw. Okay, and then to insert the cable to the interface on the robot forearm. Okay, next we're about to place the extruder, and this is the filament to the filament holder. So before that, we need to assemble the filament holder first. Okay, next, we are about to collect the extruder to the robot step 1 interface. Okay, on the next, to collect the USB cable. Okay, and this the electrical power source to the magician. So next, we are about to stick this tape to the glass. Yeah, because we need to put a 3D printing model on this glass. Okay, the installation got ready. Next, we are about to operate the software. So now we can open the DOBOT lab and enter the 3D printing lab in this page. In this time, because we haven't bought the 3D print the firmware, so we need to click no. Okay, and enter the firmware upgrade page. So we can see the device and the port and the firmware type to the 3D print firmware. And next, to start upgrade. Okay, now we are going to this repeater host software. So in this software, at first we need to click this the printer settings. Okay, and in this one we can set the parameters about the collection, for example, the port or the boundary rate, and set on collect. and then reset on the collect or the resave the change size. And then after the setting parameters, we need to click apply. Okay, and enter the printer page. In this page, we just access the list 3 options. And let's go to the extruder. So in printers, we just need to set the diameters, and this is to printer shape. So in this page, we can change the home X, Y, Z axis and the printers, the radius and height. So after the setting all parameters, we are going to come back the repeated host page and collect this one to the magician. Okay, but sometimes the collection error occurs like this one. Here is no port COM1. So in this case, we should open the printer settings and go to the collection setting once again, and then change it to the magician port. Okay, and next we are going to set the temperature. So we just need to click the manual control and to set the heading temperature. The heading temperature will be shown in this area. Okay, so now we should set the temperature to 200 degrees, and we can know from here the extruder is start to heating and the temperature is ready now. Okay, now we can see the temperature is up to 200 degrees. So we need to click this filter and let the melted filament flows from the nozzle of the extruder. So in this case, we can know the extruder is working properly. So next, we are going to set and get the coordinates. So at first, we should adjust the image magician precision to get the printing coordinates and input the command M415 on this G chord and to save the coordinate. Okay, so next, we're about to import the 3D printing model you saved in your local file. Okay, import this model file. You can change the size of this model so you can center the zoom or rotate the models by click those icons. Okay, next we are about to click this configuration and to set the parameters on the slide 3R page. Okay, and in this time, I hope you can note that the DOBOT 2.0 is used for printing a thin word device, and while the DOBOT 2.0 is used for the filing. So in today's, I select the filing model, so I should collect this one to save it. Okay, we can save it in the printing settings, filament settings, okay, and the printing settings to the DOBOT 2.0. Okay, next to click Slice with size 3R to complete the slicing. And then to click Start the print to start operation. So we can know from this picture the videos and the machine start to move and work. Then we can see the printing time in this area. Okay, thank you for your watching. Okay, and next, I will share the frequently asked questions with you when you are operating 3D printing. Okay, the first, why the indicator light is yellow when the machine is 3D printing? Okay, in this case, because the 3D printing kit is not properly installed, so you need to collect the cable correctly. Okay, and then when the machine is correct, but Y can't move it and collecting on XYZ axis. So in this case, we hope you can try the following steps to solve this problem. So at first, we should to confirm the printer settings as shown like this picture to change the parameters in this the red box, and then to press the reset button and reconnect the machine, and then to resend M415 or press key to get coordinate. And last, you can try to rebuild the 3D printing firmware. Okay, number 3, what to do when the printed object is inclined. So in this case, please switch to the machine firmware and calibrate it before trying 3D printing again. And next, if the filament doesn't work properly to the hot end, what can be done? Okay, in this case, we can try the following steps to check it. Okay, at first, if the distance is too big and the filament will not stick to the bed properly, and if it's too small, then it will clog the nozzle. Okay, number 2 is if there is no filament come out from the nozzle, please heat up the extruder to 200 degrees and then push down the lever. Use your hand to put the filament into the extruder. So if the melted filament come out from the nozzle filling, then the nozzle is not clogged. Okay, next one, if there is still no filament come out from the nozzle, when you need to heat up the hot end and pull out the filament, and then to cut off the filament parts and relate it again and see if it work or not work. And last one, if all the methods I mentioned still not working, then you need to disassemble the hot end butterfly part and or to clear up the collected the nozzle with a non-neat or another tools. Okay, all contents is instruction about 3D printing. So from now, if you have any questions, you can ask us freely online or send the questions to the Zoom chat box. Okay, please. Have any questions? Okay, if there are no questions anymore, from now we're about to take a break for 15 minutes. So we will restart at the 3:15 p.m. in Beijing time.
Hello? Hello, everyone. Do you have any questions? Hello? Hello, everyone. Can you hear the voice clearly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, if you need more time, we can wait.
Hello everyone, welcome back. From now we will restart training and continue to the next part. So in this part, I will introduce the laser engraving. Okay, I will skip this video as well, so you can watch it after this training lesson. Okay, to operate the laser engraving, you just need a laser kit. This is the laser engraving process in this picture. So when we start, we need to install a laser kit and then to connect to the DOBOT lab, and next is to import a picture and then to set engraving parameters, and then to adjust the laser focus and start to engrave and end. Okay, next I will introduce how to install the laser engraving kit. Okay, please look at this picture. So at first, we should fasten the laser kit to the end of the machine with a clamp fixing screw, and next to connect the power cable of laser to the SW4 collector on the forearm, and then to and the TDL or control cable to the GP5 connector. Okay, step 3 is to place a piece of the brown paper on the work surface with the work face of the duped machine. Okay, and this is to operate software about DOBOT lab. This is the main page of our DOBOT lab, so we can click this one, the laser engraving lab, to start. So when we enter this page, please click this list of the device collection panel and to choose the machine and collect this machine. Okay, and next to click open to import an picture or image from your local file you saved. And then to drag the picture to this area, and you can set the position, size, rotation, or change the size of this picture, or to set the grayscale and the board effect. And then this picture in drawing area should be placed within the areas. If not, the robot arm, which is limited precision and can't engrave. So the image will show highlighted with a red border. Okay, and then to click home in this page, and next to select the laser kit as end of effector in this arm control panel, and to click the open after enabling the machine. And so we can know the laser kit will eliminate the laser. And so we can adjust the laser power range. Okay, so in order to adjust the laser focus length, please raise and press and hold the unlock button on the forearm to move the robot to the raise or the nominal height of the laser kit until the laser is the brightest with the smallest possible spot size. So when you can see the laser beam spring and burning the paper. So next is to click Alt Z to obtain and save the current value of the Z axis, and then to click Synchronize to move the laser kit over the starting point of the engraving. So next, we need to click the Run, and the machine started to engrave. So now the picture shows the position of this laser in real time, and the running process is shown in the below area. So we can pause or stop the engraving by click on this button. Okay, and next I will show you a real demo video about the laser engrave. Okay, to operate the laser engraving, we just need kit laser, goggles, paper, and the tape. So the first, we need to fasten the laser kit to the end of the DOBOT magician. Okay, and then to connect the laser cable to the robot. Next, in our operation, we need to wear the goggles to protect our eyes, and then to stick the tape to the brown paper in order to fasten it and don't move to another place. Okay, now we need to open the DOBOT lab and enter the laser engraving lab to collect the margin. Okay, and then to import a picture you saved in your local files, and you can change the size of this picture. For example, to center the rule is to put this in this area. Okay, next to click the home and make the robot arm move to the 0 position. Okay, now we can see the monitor to move to the 0 position. Okay, next we need to select the laser kit as an entry effect and then turn on the laser so we can see this one. So the laser kit limits the laser. So we can change the laser power range and focus length to make it brightest and smallest. Okay, we can change the speed by this and then to click the run to start laser engrave. Okay, the machine start to work and we can see the running process in this area. Okay, thank you for your watching. Okay, next, I will share frequently asked questions with you when you are operating the laser kit engraving. Okay, if at first, if the laser module can't burn the brown papers at the first time, what can be done? Okay, in this case, we should try to following steps to check. And at first, to check whether the collection of the laser is right or not, and then to check whether the laser can be focused. If the laser is always unable to focus, it may be that the focus length of the laser is too long. You can try to focus by turning the click at the bottom of the laser as shown like this pictures. It's one the switch. Okay, and then to click whether the received materials of laser as a high reflectivity, please change a brown paper to check the provenance. Okay, and then if all above ways are failed, so the laser may be malfunction. So please change another laser to test. Okay, this all about the laser engraver. If you have any questions about this part, please talk with us freely online or send the questions to Zoom chat box. Have any questions?
Hello. For the material for engraving, we commonly use the paper, the laser, and the wood, and other material. Oh, 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 hello, hello, Sandis. Oh,
Hi,
you,
Sandesh here. Yes,
I have seen the question.
yes,
You asked the laser mode.
yes, correct.
Oh, you mean you want to get only a laser mode?
So the idea is basically the question why I'm asking is like, suppose if we supply this for the colleges and all, they're using it and they wanted to have like, if one of the laser module is not working, or maybe I don't know how much is the life cycle of it. So can we provide them a separate laser module for them?
I know. But
Yeah.
the laser kit is
Mhm.
a whole passage. So you can't get only a laser, but include other material like the glass and
Okay.
the paper.
Okay. Understood.
Oh,
So So the image which we are seeing on the screen, that entire is a laser module, right?
Oh, pardon?
So the image which we are seeing on the screen now, the image,
Yeah.
that entire thing is a laser module. I'm asking. It's not only the laser source. It's just this entire accessory. It was there actually on the next page, maybe the frequently asked question. The
Oh,
complete accessory.
I'm not clear about what you said. Can you send the message?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, thank you. Hello everyone. Do you have any other questions? Please text it in the chat box. Hello, Lexer. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I have seen your questions. Oh, you yes, it is impossible to do that. You can use a sliding rail to expanding the laser work area, so it's okay. But but have you done that before?
I haven't tried it before, but is there a way to do that in the DOBOT Studio?
I think it's very creative for using the sliding rail for leathering gathering. So I think you can do a lot of try and get the get it done. Oh, hi, Lexer. For this question, you can send us an email and we can reply you.
Sure, I will send an email about this.
Oh, the email address is support at DOBOT.cc.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, Andy. Andy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I have
Yes.
seen your question. The as far as I know, the laser is enough to cause the harm to the hand. So you should to use it carefully. Don't put your hands under the laser.
Okay, noted. Thanks for the answer.
Mm. Hello, Sandish. Hello, Sandish. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Oh, you can I have asked, I have answered the question before. For the laser kit, we, you said you want to only get a laser kit.
Yes.
Oh, it means the laser not include any other items?
Yeah, correct. That's what I'm asking.
No, no, that's
Okay.
no.
No, understood. No, no problem. It is just I'm just asking for the understanding sake of purpose. And the question about that, what is the life cycle like? Till how much cycles or how much hours that laser can be like work?
Mm, For this question, I will find the I will find it, then send it to all of you for
Okay.
the time for the cycle of the laser engagement remote. So I will send it then. Hello, hello, RD, are you there? Oh,
I,
what's your question? I can't see it.
well, his question is how do we know where to place the plate on the table? At what distance from the arm? That was he asked question.
Actually, in the move range, you, actually you just put the plant on the move range of the robot arm.
So basically, you want to say the half circle which we get to know in the window of Dobot Studio, that much is the distance we can actually use for the marking, right? In a Dobot Studio, in a laser marking window, that half circle.
Can you can you text in the box?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, okay. Hello, hello, dog.
Yeah, how you going?
Oh, we can't set the start coordinate for the at the plant. It is auto automate is it is automatically start, so we can't set the start coordinate.
Okay.
你可以继续开始了。
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Okay, I will appreciate I received so many questions from audience, but next I want to continue the next part. So as for the questions we received, we will handle these questions and these questions by emails. So if you have another questions, you can send us by emails. Okay, so next, I will show you about the writing and drawing. Okay, at first, I will introduce the kit about the writing and drawing. It's very simple. It contains a pen and a pen holder. Okay, next, this is the writing and drawing process in this picture. So when we start, we need to install a writing kit and then connect to the DOBOT lab and then to import a picture or text and set the writing parameters and next to adjust the positions of the pen nib and start to write. Okay, next I will show you how to install the writing and drawing kit. Okay, at first, we can know from this picture at first, step one is to place a pen in this pen holder and then to fasten the writing and drawing kit to the end of the machine with a clamping fixing screw. Okay, next, to place a sheet of paper on the work surface within the work face on this DOBOT machine. Okay, next, I will show you how to operate the writing and drawing software. Okay, the first, when we open this DOBOT Lab software, we can click this one, the writing and drawing tab, and enter this home page. So next, we should to select the machine to collect it. Okay, and before the machine starts to write and draw, you need to import a picture or enter the characters as a target models. And next, we need to enter the text in this box and then to click the add to add the contents. And next, the graphical appears in the drawing area. So in these steps, we need to insert an image or click open the buttons to select pictures from the local file you saved. If the image format is not SVG, please use the SVG format, a conversion prompt box will pop up. So in this case, to select the conversion scale and click OK. So next to drag the graphical to this area, you can set the position size, rotation, angles, or another model of this graphical through the image settings in this area. Okay, we can click settings to set the pen lift height and descent height and the speed. And generally, the pen lifting height and descent height are set by 20 by default. Okay, next, we need to click the home in the ARM control panel and select the pen as end effectors in ARM control panel. Okay, next, we need to adjust the margin positions and get the current Z-axis. So please press and hold the unlock button on the forearm to move margin to lower the pen nib until it slightly squeezes the paper. So you can also jump margin in ARM control pillar to slowly pull the Z coordinates down to the suitable position to writing. And next, to click the Auto Z to about the save the current value of Z axis. And then to collect synchronize to move the nib over the starting point of drawing. So next, to click this the green one, the run, and the margin starts to draw a photo and the photographs. And so now the cruise shows the positions of the nib in the real time. The running process is shows in this drawing area. So we can pause or stop by click those buttons in this page. Okay, and we can click download to download the file to the device as well. Okay, next I will show you a real demo video about writing and drawing.
Hello,
have you some questions? Okay, I hope you can click mute. I'm so sorry. Okay, I will continue to show the video demo. Okay, this is the writing and drawing videos. We just need a pen holder, the paper to do it. Okay, at the first, we need to fasten the pen holder to the end of the DOBOT margin. Okay, and then to stick the tape to the red paper and to fasten it. Okay, it's very simple to install the writing and drawing kit. So next, we're going to operate software. Okay, open the DOBOT lab and enter the writing and the drawing. Okay, next to collect the margin. Okay, and this time we should choose the margin firmware as the firmware type and update the firmware. So to change this, the firmware type to the merging firmware and to start update it. Okay, and next, we can center the text in this area. Okay, before that, we need to collect the merging once again. Okay, and this to enter the text in this rectangle box. So for example, today we will write a text as DOBOT. And then to exit, we can see the DOBOT in this area, so we can change the size of this text. Okay, next, we're about to see the pending pin height and the center height. They are set by default. So we usually get the Z coordinate by ourselves. So now we change the machine's position to get the current Z axis and press and hold the unlock button of this foam arm to move machine to loaner. The pen needs until it slightly squeezes the paper. Like this. Okay. So this the pen needs already squeeze the paper. Okay, now we can click Alt Z to open it and save the Z axis. And then, okay, to click Synchronize to move the pen over the starting point of drawing. Then next to click Start. So we can know the machine start to work and write. And we can see the running process in this area. Okay, thank you for your watching videos, and I will next. Okay, next I will share some questions with you. Okay, the first, when the writing and drawing, why the writing process is stuck or the pen keeps not moving. Okay, in this case, it may be caused by the too much noise in this conversion. So you can slightly reduce the conversion, reduce by click this one to change it. Okay, number two, why the image is highlighted with a red border. So in this case, the image in this drawing area should be placed within the areas. So if not, the robot reaches its limited precisions and can't draw worldwide. So we need to change this to this one under this area. Okay, about contents is about the instruction, writing and drawing. So from now, if have any questions, you can talk with me or send the questions to the Zoom chat box. Hello, have any questions? Hello, if there are no questions anymore, from now we are about to take a break for 15 minutes. So we will start at 4:10 p.m. Beijing time. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. Okay, if you have any questions, you can continue send us in chat box. Our staff will continue to answer your questions. But today I just have the limited time, so next I will restart the training and continue to talk about conveyor belt kit. Okay, and at the first, I will introduce some materials of conveyor kits. So it includes the conveyor kit and the photoelectrical sensor and camera sensors and tools and another accessories. Here is a specification of conveyor belts, and we can know some parameters such as the payload, maximum speed, and the net weight, etc. Okay, and this is a specification about distance, measure sensor unit, and the camera recognizing sensor unit. Okay, and next, I will show you how to install conveyor belt kit. Okay, in this part, if you want to use 2 robot arms to operate conveyor belt kit, please follow the instruction in this picture below. And but today's training only use 1 robot arm. So the regarding collection, please at first please collect the motor cable of the conveyor belt to the interface to the step 1 interface of the robot arm, and then to collect the camera sensor cable to the robot arm GP2 interface, and next to collect the photoelectrical sensor to robot arm GP4 interface. Okay. The following figure gives the related instructions for the use of the camera sensors and photoelectrical sensor. So I hope you can pay attention to the differences between the different methods. So this is a camera recognizing sensor instructions. And this one is the photoelectrical switch instructions. Okay, and next, I will show you how to operate the DOBOT lab and make conveyor smooth and transport object. Okay, when we open the DOBOT lab, you need to add the conveyor kit extension on the DOBOT block lab interface, and then to write the program in this code area. Okay, write the following sample program, then we can set some parameters in each function, such as the conveyor's motor speed, the sensor duties, and then to run this program, the machine and the conveyor's belt to work together and to transport different camera objects from one location to another location. Next, I will show you a conveyor belt kit demo. Okay, we can see the conveyor case accessories on this table. Okay, so at first, we need to fasten the photoelectrical sensors of this one to the conveyor. Okay, next is to fasten the camera sensor to the conveyor. Okay, this is the suction cup. So we need place the suction cup to the merging foam arm and collect cables to robots and conveyors belt. This is the insert cables to the DOBOT. So in conveyor belt case, there are so many cables need to collect. So we should pay attention to collect the cables correctly. Okay, this is the pop-up box cable to which to connect the pump box cable to the machine foam arms, and the next is to collect the electrical power source and okay, let's put the power on the robot. And this enter the DOBOT block lab. But first, we need to collect the margin and add extensions as a full electrical and current sensors. Okay, now we can write the programs in this code area. Because the writing the program is very important in this process, but as for how to write the program is a high level training. So, but in today's trainings, I just show you how to use or install the kit or how to operate the software. So I don't to say some other things about this how to write the program. Okay, this program is about the merging and the conveyor belt work together to transport objects of different colors from one location to another location. But when we write the program like this sample, this we should set some parameters in each function, such as the speed, position, about the x, y, z, r axis, the jump or the function curves, the students, or some of the conveyor belt motors on or not. And we can see the wait time in this box. Okay, this is a video about the real action. Okay, the magician and the conveyor belt work together to transport this small object of different colors from one location to another location. Okay, thank you for your watching. Okay, next, I will share with you some frequently asked questions with you. Okay, at the first, how to know the versions of the photoelectrical sensors and camera sensor? Okay, in this case, here is the lab on the sensors with the version right on it. So you can say this information about this picture. Okay, next, what's the model of the camera sensor used in the conveyor kit? Okay, the camera sensor model is TCS3200. So the relative information is shown in the follow picture. Okay, number 3. When the object is in front of the photoelectrical sensor, but the photoelectrical sensor can't detect the object, how to deceive it? Okay, in this case, you can use the retail button on the back of the photoelectrical sensor to adjust the sensor distance. So it's this right one. To clockwise means to make the distance longer, or to counter clockwise, it means to shorten the distance. Okay, the next one. The conveyor belt counter sensor doesn't work properly. What are the possible reasons? Okay, for these reasons, you can try the following steps to judge it. Okay, at first, to check whether the current software, firmware, and the software versions support the counter sensor. Okay, and the next is the distance between the counter sensor and the object should not to be long or too short within the range of 5 to 10 millimeters. Okay, next, check whether the present camera sensor interface is consistent with the actual interface. Okay, that's all about conveyor belt kit instruction. As for this part, if you have any questions, please talk with us freely online or send the questions to the chat box. Hello everyone. Have any questions? Okay, if there are no any questions, I will continue to next part. It's about sliding wheel kit. Okay, at the first, I will show you some materials about the sliding rail kit. Here are a sliding rail, tool kit, and wire set, attachment, and assembly instructions. Okay, this is the specification about the sliding rail kit. We can know from the specification the effective travel distance of the sliding rail is 1000 millimeters and the maximum speed is 115 millimeters per second. Okay, next is how to install the sliding rail kit. Okay, like this picture, at the first, we need to mount the robot arm with the plant A, and then to fix the plant A with plant B with the 3 screws. This is the plant A, and this is the plant B. Okay, next, to fix the holder of the cable to the plant A, and then to connect the cable to the holder. Okay, and then is to connect the cable to the robot. Okay, and additional air pump box needs to be used for the handy applications. The plant C can be used. So next we need to use the 2 screws for to fix the plant C to plant A from the bottoms, and fix the arm pump box to the plant C. So I will show you the details about the instruction in the later the demo video. The next is how to operate sliding rail kit software. So we need that at first. We need that the sliding rail kit extension and the DOBOT block, a lab interface, and write a program in the code area. In the process of writing programs, you can view the help documents such as the DOBOT lab programming manual. Okay. Next, we write the following sample program to make the machine move on a slide to move a small object from one location to another one. Okay, next, I will show you a demo about the sliding rail kit. Okay, here are the sliding rail kit materials on this cable. So this is plan A and this is plan B. Okay, at the first, okay, we need to fix the plan A to the robot. Okay, next we need to plan the plan A with the plan B with the 3 screws. So in the sliding rail kit installation, we need so many screws. Okay, and after fixing the screws, we need to fasten the machine to the slide rail. Okay, this is the gripper. So we need use the gripper, fix the gripper to the robot foam arm. Okay, and collect cable to the DOBOT interface in this one. And then, okay, this is to collect the cables to the DOBOT. Next to fasten the pump box on the base of the machine. Okay, next to collect this cable to the gripper. I'm gonna put on the pump box on the machine and then to collect the cables on step 1 or 2. Okay, we can use some of the wires to fasten the looped arm, and so we don't want to it if to another positions when we are operating this machine. Okay, and next we're about to collect the power electric source with the machine. Okay, now we're about to collect the sliding relocate the USB to the computer and the power electrical source to collect and the red kit and then to power on the robot. Now we can change the precisions about the robot arm. Okay, now we are about to enter the DOBOT block lab. And then to collect the position, and then to add the sliding roll case. Okay, this one. To add the sliding roll case extension. Okay, and we can import a program code you saved in your local file. So this is the update from the local. Okay, to collect the machine once again. Okay, and in this time, we can check whether the sliding wheel is working properly by select the layer wheels and check the this one. Okay, the L minus or the L plus. So when we click this button, the robot starts to move, means sliding wheel is working properly. Okay, this is a demo video, and that the machine move a small object from the one location to another one. Okay, the machine is starting to return to the zero position. Okay, thank you for your watching. Okay, next, I will show you some frequently asked questions with you. Okay, at first, if there the return position of sliding wheel is below more, so how to make the move to the zero position? Okay, for these questions, after performing the zero return operation, if the sliding wheel is on below more zero return position, you can control its movement through the L minus or the L plus button on the DOBOT block lab interface to move it to the zero positions. Okay, and the next one, during the use of the sliding wheel, if there is an abnormal return to the zero, the which directions can be generally used for the troubleshooting. Okay, for this one, at first, we can check the wire collection is right or not. So I mean, the motor wire must be collected to the stepper 2 interface, and the motor wire interface and the micro switch interface is already loose. So next to check whether the 10 pins communication interface is communication or not. If it's, the machine should be returned to the factory and to repair it. Okay, next is number 3. During the use of the sliding wheel, the movement is blocked and compliant by another mouse. So how to deal with this phenomenon? Okay, in this case, this is caused by the speed of sliding wheel being too large. So you can set the speed of the sliding wheel to be smaller in the software. Okay, this is the instruction about the sliding wheel kit. So if someone have any questions, so you can ask us freely online or send the questions to the Zoom chat box. So I received some questions from audios. So I think now our customers, someone still use the DOBOT Studio, not the DOBOT Lab. So I want to say to everyone, maybe they don't want to change to the DOBOT Lab yet. So I hope you can change the DOBOT Lab, not the DOBOT Studio. Okay. Yes, why not? Because DOBOT Lab is software you need to focus on because it's the new realized one-stop and education software service platform. So this switch not only integrates the Process DOBOT Studio and the DOBOT block, and its a new core system is active, so which is convenient for end users to use. Okay, I saved the questions from the RD. Okay, does the DOBOT block lab menu only work with the photoelectric sensor and the conveyor belt? In my case, only have the suctions and enter and effector, but I don't have the conveyor belt. Okay, so these questions, you don't have the sliding relocate yet because maybe I think you don't bought the sliding relocate. So if you want to use the sliding relocate, you need to buy this and select and okay, so you can collect the salesperson after this training session. Have any questions? Okay, thank you. Does the DOBOT block lab menu only work with okay? Can only work with the photoelectric sensor and conveyor belt. In my case, I only have the suctions and the enter effector. Okay. I think it's the same question. So, do you have another questions, RD? Okay. How about another one? Yes, so yes, I got it. You don't have the conveyor belt or a sliding rail, so you should buy it by yourself. It's not a set about the magician, okay?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm
The-
sorry. I can't hear your voice.
Yeah. 1 minute.
Okay.
See, if I were to connect another encoder to the system, how can I connect? If the conveyor logic is different, the conveyor is different, it's not from DOBOT. So can I connect another conveyor from other encoder? So encoder details, can you share?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you clearly. So can you speak once again or enter the ratings and the Zoom chat box? So you want to collect two camera module, all right? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, okay. Okay, so
Yes, can you hear me now?
okay, yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I was asking if there is another encoder for the sliding rail or conveyor belt. Can we use it, or we should use the DOBOT provided conveyor belt only?
Okay, and hold on a moment.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Hello?
Hello. Okay, I got it. And so I want to compare with you your questions. Maybe I think you use MG 400 is not the magician, all right?
We have applications for MG400 as well as Magician. So
Okay.
you just convey it for Magician right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's not okay. As today's training sessions, yes, I was for the DOBOT, the magician. So as for the MG 400, I'm sorry, I can answer your questions. Yeah, but you can send these questions to our third-party emails. So I want to know, do you have another questions about the DOBOT magician? Not the MG 400.
Can I connect
Okay.
two camera modules?
Okay, I will send you the email address about our support email. Okay, do you have another questions?
Can you hear me? Deepak
Oh,
from Singapore.
Okay, yeah, it's okay, please.
Yeah, the conveyor module has an encoder maybe, which is connected to the magician. So can we have a different conveyor made from ourselves connected to the magician?
Okay, hold on.
Hello. Is my question clear?
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, can you describe your question?
Now there's the slide which you have connected. Can we have our own conveyor slide and connect it to the magician?
Oh, you mean using this sliding rail for the
Yeah,
magician?
the sliding rail. If we want the more distance, then now your slide rail is having distance of 1 meter. So if I want a sliding rail of 3 meters, so is it possible to interface an external slide which is made by us and then interface with magician?
Oh, the sliding rail has a distance for 1 millimeters.
Yeah, 1 meter. Yeah.
Oh,
But if
so
I want, if I make my own slide, can I interface the encoder to the magician for the position?
oh,
External
I think
encoder.
I think you should buy a longer rail, sliding rail for your application.
Okay. Okay, so it has to be bought from DOBOT.
Hello, Ryan.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
The buzzer is asking whether we can connect other brands of conveyor or sliding rail to Magician. Magician 可不可以连接其他品牌的滑轨或是传送带？
可是可以的，就是要看它的那些参数和那个魔术师是不是匹配的。
什么参数？What
就
kind
是
of
电
parameter？
就是电机，就是电机的电流和电压那些。
Oh, okay. Hello, the buzzer. It's possible, but
Yeah.
we need to look into the parameters of the sliding rails. We can discuss with later, okay, further regarding this issue.
Okay, okay. So because the slide is having some encoder which is giving feedback, and if we connect an external encoder to the Magician, can we configure the that encoder with this Magician? That is what I was trying to ask.
Okay, no problem. We can pick out this issue later through email communication with our technical support engineer, okay?
Okay, no issues. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your questions. So have someone have any questions? Okay, that's all our today's training session contents. So thank you for your attending and listening. So I had a very good time with you. So if you have any questions or some of the suggestions or advice, you can email to us after this training session. And another one, I want to say, I appreciate that you can enter the number 6 to Zoom the JetBox if you feel good. Okay, please.
啊？什么问题？什么问题？
Okay, I hope you can enter the number 6.
他是问什么问题吗？
Hello, R&D. Okay, I got your questions. Where can I find the ID number on my arm if I need to collect it manual to the lab? ID number. So I mean, you mentioned the ID number is the rope's ID number, the series number. Okay, series number is on the bottom of the robot. Okay, the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. Okay, I received another question. When when will you hold the next advanced training with the DOBOT visions and other applications? Okay, thank you for your questions. Okay, and today is our basic training session. As for the advanced training with the DOBOT VC and the other applications, we are about to hold it in the next time. Okay, so we have a plan to hold the advanced training. So in this time, I will inform you by emails. So please wait. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Have any questions? Okay, thank you very much too. So if you have other questions, you can send the questions to our separate emails as well. I will send you the email address once again. Okay, so now you can leave the room. Okay, thank you very much. Hello, if there are no questions, I will close the Zoom meeting. Okay, thank you very much today.